And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park Lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Series finale. The Giants win big in Sacramento. I was at the game. It was a lot of fun. The wind was absolutely ridiculous, man. It was something. But it was nice to see the Giants get a series win, man. Look, I tell you what. If you told me they got a split in LA and was able to win the series in Sacramento, I think we'd all feel pretty damn good. It just sucks because they're so far back behind in 500, but who knows? We never know what can happen. But it was nice to get a series win. It was close, guys, all the way up until the 8th inning. It was close. It was a 2-1 lead for the Giants, and I'm like, man, I'd like to get a couple of more runs. And then the 8th inning happened, and it was just freaking insane. But I know there was a lot of talk about the lineup. The lineup was a little weird, man. When I saw that thing come out, I don't know about this one. Glenn, what did you think, man?
Well, I'll tell you what, the wins obviously were a big factor, as you would know. Did you lose a hat or two? Did you have to go to the merch table?
No, I did. See, the good thing, walking to the park, I lost it once, but once I got in the park, I was good to go. So,
well, yeah, obviously that was the factor in the game, Eric. It's just terrible conditions. I was mentioning to you off air, I watched the game in Chicago today, see how my big boy Murakami did today, but it was like watching something on, grandma's TV back in the early 80s. And, you didn't get it wasn't exactly the high def color picture you're used to now. And, it just looked gray. It looked terrible. The batters, I mentioned to you as well, one of the batters, I think Benintendi. A big debate. Benintendi steps out. He's got dust in his eye. It was like a dust bowl in there, and then the pitcher's like, it's a time, and the umpire was granting the batter's time to step out, and you'd watch, the view we usually get from behind the pitcher in the outfield camera. And you'd see in front of the pitcher, between pitcher and home plate, the hot dog wrappers were flying across the field. And I'm sure it was similar for you, at least maybe a brighter day up there. But I'll tell you what, Eric, I don't want to take it away from Super Salty here. I got to let him have his, beef. We'll have a little brouhaha, I'm sure, here in the chat. But my God, Eric, you're right. Not just the lineup, which, Bader is not a leadoff hitter, but hey, you know what? So be it. But what the hell? Big lunky Haas out there in the outfield, dude. They're just piecing it together. And Lou had just said on last night's show, he's like, my God, I don't want to see Rodriguez out there in the outfield. Be careful what you ask for, Lou, because I would have gladly taken him over Haas. And you know what? Luckily, he must have been sweating bullets out there, Eric. He was like, don't hit it to me. Don't hit it to me. And he didn't become a factor, because I would have been I would have been trying to go out to him all day. But anyway,
right.
I'm no Luis Arraez, but
Jeez, man, that guy
he had one. But Arraez, I think that from what I saw on the game, you can call it better than we can because you were there, Eric. You were at the ballpark, Sutter Park. It looked like Arraez. That one just once it got into the wind, the current just took it and took it and took it. So I think it was a big factor in the wins. But I just thought the lineup, Lou. This is a team in absolute turmoil when it comes to piecing together a lineup on a daily basis. Take it away, pal.
Well, I said the same thing last night as Glenn just said. This is why I'm a little pissed off at Buster. We have nobody else. We are putting people in positions where they've never played it in AAA or ever. That's pathetic. That's horrible leadership. Okay? This is something you do spring training wise, single A, double A, never in the pros. If this is how it's going to be, we're going to wind up 20 games below 500 because as you know, and I've said this many times with Eric, when you go to a position you're not allowed to, that you're not supposed to be at, the ball will find you. Just like when you're a defensive replacement late, it happens. You're like a magnet. Unbelievable. Now we've had 2 times, we've had backup catchers. One played right where he missed the ball, cost us a game. And then, of course, today, this cannot happen. This is where you have to make a trade just to get a body. Are you telling me that we have nobody in AA or AAA that could fill in just for a while? Nobody? That's pathetic.
Hey, Lou, do you think this would you prefer giving our situation, although, I'll give Buster, I'll say this. We're in a situation now where, with the Ramos injury, it almost opens up an opportunity to bring a guy up from Sacramento who, give him the shot that Ramos got that earned him that position. Give a guy a shot that knows the position. It's even in the one series, 3 games coming up against Arizona. All you got to do is give a guy a shot and stop with trying to these gimmicks and try to piece the team together. Don't you think they would be better off giving a guy a shot in a role he's used to for 3 games?
I mean, Arizona is a lot more livelier park than what they just played in.
Oh, they'll kill Haas. They'll kill him.
It's just unbelievable. But, it's pathetic that we have nobody in AA or AAA. I've never seen this before. Twice in 1 year? I'm sorry, but how many games are we in? We're into 47 games, and we've already had 2 backup catchers play the outfield. That's pathetic.
I think they do have guys. Guys, I think they do, Lou. In respect to your comment, I think we do have them, but what's Buster doing? We do have guys.
I don't know if it's Buster's fault or is Buster just sort of the guinea pig, the name? Maybe it's Mania. We've never really bought that up. I know Buster's the president of operations. But, and the other thing, too, I just want to point out, I'll send it to you, Eric. This is why the A's, the last 2 games defensively, are a 500 team. 3 errors today, 2 last night. At home, that's uncalled for. Uncalled for. That team needs a lot of help defensively. When you go to us, I want to praise one person today, not Arraez like I always do, but I thought Devers at first, that play at first was unbelievable. Awesome. So I got to give him credit, even though we've been down on his hitting. His defense has really improved. So what that makes us is we have the left side of the infield. First and second are playing great. I'm a little worried about short and third. Eric, to you, tell us about the game, what you thought, and did you enjoy all the wind? And how many Giant fans? It seemed probably 75-25 today.
Yeah, that's about right. 75. I was going to say 80-20, but that's close. That's close enough. Hold on, let me see this. Juan wants our or no, who is that? Yeah, Juan wants our email address, so he has a clip he wants to send us. So let me send this out to him real quick. All right, there we go. Oh, by the way, did you guys see who was taking reps at third base too before the game started? Did you see who was taking reps? Susak was taking reps at
well, that just goes to what Lou says. I mean, what are they doing?
Hold on, I'll tell you what.
All over the place.
Let me talk about what's going on with the outfield. Look, They had Jared Oliva, right? But he's on the 60-day DL because he had hamate bone surgery. And they're trying to piece it. You got Brennan, but I didn't think they wanted Brennan out there because you're facing a lefty in JP Springs. So that leaves very little room for maneuverability of what you could do out there in the outfield. It sucked. But here's the thing. We just can't bring guys up right now because you got to worry about the 40-man. If they're not on a 40-man, then you got to make a 40-man move. If you make a 40-man move, then you may lose a guy, and they don't want to lose a guy, and that's a problem. And I think that's why we're seeing what they're trying to piece it together with what they have available on the 40-man. See, Rodriguez was already on the 40-man, don't have to worry about nothing. And you don't have to make all these other moves in coordination, especially when it may just be temporary. So who knows? I mean, it's weird. I didn't like it. I would have just thrown Brennan out there, to be honest with you, because Haas didn't do anything behind with the bat today, to be honest with you. So why didn't you just put your best outfield out there rather than just trying to find that bat? And I understand the offense is an issue, but the way that the wind was blowing, I thought it was going to be a higher scoring game earlier, not in one damn minute.
What did I tell you last night? What did I call last night, Eric? I said you were going to see one of those Mexico games when the Padres played the Giants. It was like 21-18.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close.
It was. I know. I mean, it was pretty crazy, but I'll tell you.
What'd you think of the pitching?
I'll tell you. Here, let's talk about this. Do we want to detail the tape? No, we'll do that later, whatever. First, because these go hand in hand, the pitching and the defense. Because, Lou, you talked about Devers. That was a fantastic play at first base. Not only did he got that one at first base, he rolled all over the base to get the out. Then he threw the second base, or actually he got up and went to go run the guy down to second, threw the ball to second, and then Adames was able to tag out. But then he had a beautiful freaking he played that hop perfectly. He scooped that thing, and man, that was a great play. But again, I'm going to talk more about defense here a little bit later. But you know what? Hauser did okay. One thing he did, yes, he had 5 walks. 3 of those walks came to Nick Kurtz. And I totally agree with what they said, we're not going to let this son of a bitch beat us. They're not.
Here, yeah.
Because the rest of the lineup wasn't doing anything. Shane Langoliers wasn't in the lineup, and everyone else wasn't doing anything. I didn't understand that.
Day. Again, that's a bit of a head scratch.
That was a weird one. Maybe he's fighting something. I don't know. But he went out there and he got the ground balls. He let the defense behind him make the plays, and he was able to get into 6th inning relatively without much stress. You know, he had the one stressful inning is when Adames missed that pop-up. That, I'm telling you, that was brutal. The way it was a high sky and the sun was right exactly where that pop-up was. So you're fighting the sun, and then the wind is just whipping it all over the place. And I was like, you could see it. Adames, you could see him, and then I just saw him do this. I'm like, oh, no, that's not good. And then Chapman come running over because we were sitting right there. And Adames, he tried to do a little freaking bucket catch, but it didn't work out. But he got out of the inning because then the next batter came up and he lined out to the center fielder, Bader. So I thought he did a good job, man. He did everything he could have done to try to keep the Giants in the game. He only allowed 1 run to come across the plate. And that one run was because of the wonky defense. But defense overall, oh my God. Arraez diving for balls, turning double plays. Willie Adames turning double plays, making a beautiful throws to first base. That one ate him up. He went and grabbed it. He was deep in third, grabbed it and threw a seed to get the runner at first base. I was like, my God. Bader going, that ball that was hit to center field, I was like, uh-oh. But he immediately was running back. Boom. He got on his horse, went straight back, made the catch. Made another catch, coming in and sliding and making the bucket style catch. Drew Gilbert made 2 freaking spectacular plays. One of them we couldn't even see because he went so far to the wall that he was out of view, but he made a beautiful catch. And then later on, he dove for one. Chapman made some great plays at third base. I mean, it was just guys all over the place.
Making a good all-around game then. They got the pitching, they got the defense.
And that's what helped it, right? Honestly, it kept them in the game because it was close. Up to the 8th inning, it was 2-1. And then I see rebuild. The A's defense was horrendous, dude. Horrendous, dude. And you know what? You take advantage of those. And that's how they got that second run. Giloff, I watched it. He was right there and he got it and he just kind of laissez-basically threw it to first base, pulled Kurtz off the bag, and next thing you know, Adames is safe. And that run came across, and that's how it was 2-1 all the way until the 8th.
There wasn't it wasn't a defensive gem by the A's in the whole series yesterday either.
No, it wasn't. But that's what you do. You got to take advantage when you're given those opportunities. You got to take advantage of them, and the Giants did.
So, in your opinion, I just want to ask. Let me frame it this way, Eric, because again, this is a great opportunity because you were there, right? Mm-hmm. And usually it's Lou and I there, so we get a different set of eyes, different perspective. Was the game? You say it was close, late. Was the game closer than really the score indicated?
It was close. It was close because there's a couple of times where he was walking guys, and it's like, I'll tell you what, I think it was in the 5th inning. Jonah Heim drew a walk, and we're like, man, you can't do. It was a leadoff walk, no outs. Heim's over there at first base. You got the number 9 hitter, and then right after that, you got Nick Kurtz coming up, and the game is tight, and you're like, okay, what's going to happen here? They were able to turn a double play. Boom. Immediately, right after that, double play. And now Kurtz comes up and you got no guys on base. So what did they do? They just kind of pitched around him, drew a walk, and then they were able to get out of the inning. So I'm telling you, if that was the game plan where it's like, you know what, if we walk Kurtz, so be it. Yeah, that it worked out.
Opportunistic too, because remember last night's game? They got the third out, and Kurtz was actually the on-deck batter. He was just ready to pounce. So,
yes,
keeping him off the field, Eric, or you know what I mean, keeping him out of that batter's box. Sometimes you got to, I call it take one for the team. Put him on base and deal, live to see another day.
Absolutely. And then the 8th inning, oh my gosh, man. Hits all over the place. I mean, I'm going to tell you something right now. The Arraez shot, yeah, he got that. He put a charge in it. No, there's no doubt about it. Arraez put a charge in that ball that went out. But he got it up, and the wind carried it, dude. The wind carried it. Bader's shot, it was an opposite field, but that was a line shot. That one didn't get in the air very high. It didn't get into the air very high. I mean, that thing was a screamer right off the bat, and I was like, oh. And I was just watching the right fielder. Lo and behold, it went right over his head, and boom. You should have seen him running around I'm sure they showed it on the broadcast. He was loving it, dude. Bader was feeling it. We're running around the bases, and it was just awesome to see because he just missed one yesterday. Remember yesterday he hit one to left field, and that was going to be a grand slam. And it's funny how he was able to get the grand slam. But I'll tell you another big hit. When the bases were loaded and Devers came up, he hit that solid single right up the middle. Oh, that was a line shot. He knocked the shit out of that, and it was able to score 2 runs. Now, I think he was only charged with 1 RBI because it was an error that came across. That was when Adames was on base, and he was able to freaking score on that one. But it was just awesome, man. Awesome. And their station. We got a little bit of that one. I can't remember who was it that hit, but Schmidt was on third base. Someone hit a line shot. Who the hell was it? Was it Susak? No, it wasn't Susak. I can't remember who. Someone hit a single to left field, and Schmidt was coming into third base. And I was like, I don't know if I'd want to send him because by the time he got to third base, the left fielder was already starting to come up to the ball. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. No, I wouldn't have chanced it. And they didn't because that run came across anyways a little bit later. So, I mean, that 8th inning was fun because it was just, they were hitting around. They just opened it up. And that kid Medina had nothing.
So the Giants, Eric, they end up, they lost 3. They win 3. But again, it seems to be 500 baseball. Just, it's I call it the heart monitor, the ups and downs that the Giants go through. And I see in the chat, you got Masked Zorro said, Giants are coming out and are all faithful, keeping us honest. Robert,
I want to say the surging. Hey, come on.
They're surging now. So I want to hear from Lou. Lou, is this another, 10-1 game? Eric says it was close late before it got ripped open. Weather conditions had a factor on the game. Eric, people getting a little too carried away after a 10-1 win, or do you like what you see?
Well, I'll tell you what I like what I see. I like Adames is having way better at bats. Today, Matt Chapman, he's starting to come out of, he had a nice double in that gap. The second double was against a position player, so whatever. But that was a nice solid hit by Chapman. I can't remember, it was middle of the game, but he hit a nice double. And then Hauser actually didn't go out there, and he kept the Giants in the game. And Hinch is, by the way, was fantastic coming out of that bullpen. He came in, struck out 2, and he looked really good. But no, I want to see more, right? Are they coming out of it? We don't know yet. But we've talked about this before. You got to be a little bit more consistent. Look, if they go to Arizona tomorrow and they lose one, okay, you'd rather win that first one if you could. But if you come out of Arizona winning that series, well, then you're going to feel pretty good. But Lou, I'll kick it to you, man. I mean, it's nice to see the Giants scoring some runs, but would you say they're out of I wouldn't say they're out of the woods yet. I like what I see, but I don't think they're out of the woods.
I think too many people ran the Beta Breakers today and took a sniff of all the herb, because you people in the chat are nuts. Okay, first of all, they're playing in Sacramento, a hitter's ballpark. A's played absolutely horrible and gave them extra at bats, and I know they came through. We just criticized the Giants because we don't even have an outfielder. We every day we completely get upset at our lineup, and we win 2 out of 3 against a team that actually played horrible defensively, that we all admit, and we have guys that are actually starting to hit in a hitter's ballpark. You people are nuts. First of all, I just want to bring up one stat. We're 20-27. We're 7.5 back of the third wild card. Okay, let me repeat that. We're 20-27. We're 7.5 games back of the third wild card. Okay, so let's you guys. I don't know what it is. It's either the herb from the Beta Breakers today, or you guys live for the flavor of the day, because you people saying this now were the complete opposite when we lost on Friday. I don't understand it. You guys are not true fans. What a true fan would say, hey, it's a start. It's a baby step. We're actually hitting. Let's see what we can do in the long haul. Here's the other thing. We're hitting good on the road. What happens when we come back to Oracle? Why can't we hit both places? That's what solid teams do. So I'm just letting you guys know, you guys got to get back to reality. You guys think because we took 2 out of 3 against the A's, who now are below 500, they gave us gift after gift, that we're back. Boy, you know what? If you guys want to, why don't we just do something easy? Why don't you guys keep betting the Giants and see how successful you are? I've told you all the time, until the Giants are 500, we're not back. Okay? Even if we win 2 out of 3, okay, which would make it 50 games, we would still be 6 games below 500. So you guys got to just take a couple steps back. I think you guys maybe drank too many Tommy Margaritas this weekend, and you're still feeling it because you're so excited over a win. Nothing wrong with winning this series, but us being back, you guys probably didn't even know we were 7.5 games back of the final wild card. That's a lot, and 9 teams. So I think what it is, it's a step in the right direction. I think, Adames is starting to hit. And I keep telling you guys this, KC and Arraez aren't going to be hot forever. So we need other people to step up.
Lou, keeping it with you, Eric mentioned the fact that I got him in my fantasy league, so I was a little disappointed when I saw how windy it really was on the TV, that Langoliers wasn't in there, because, there's a bat that can take advantage of an opportunity. Are you still surprised, even with the pitching matchups? I'll grant you that, but were you still surprised at the lack of appearance, so to speak, from Eldridge? Today would have been prime day to get him into the lineup, wouldn't it?
I'm
I
surprised
don't know who makes those decisions.
And I thought he played some outfield. He may be the better of a bad bunch in the outfield, but at least, again, his bat should have been in the lineup, I thought.
It should have been in a lineup last night.
Yeah, I don't understand why they called him up. No. I really don't. Why do you bring up Eldridge? Are you guys aware that
he
has sat more than he played? Then why do you bring him up?
This is how you screw a guy's future, man. This is how you mess with it.
They did it with Matos and Luciano.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like. And look, maybe what's the club doing? I don't know. Maybe they have a plan and we just don't know about it, whatever, and everybody's okay with it. I don't know. I personally, as a fan, don't like it. If you're going to bring the kid up, let's see what he has.
We were already in the hole, Eric. We were in the hole, so I thought, okay, you got to take your lumps, but you give them the at-bats, and because I'll be the first to say over the last 2 or 3 years, Eric, I say play the young guys, and they won't play the young guys, and then they bring young guys up and don't play them even when they're up there on the bench. So I said, rough start for the Giants. It's going to be they've dug themselves, as Lou points out. They got to play like 600 baseball to even get back.
Hey, that's a fact.
This is crazy. To say they're back now? Oh, check in with me at the trade deadline when we don't have half a team then, less than we've got now. So I would rather take my lumps and give him his either play him and give him his at-bats and take your lumps and it is what it is, or just send him back. And I want to see him play, but just send him back.
Yeah, if you're not going to play him, I mean, you're not taking Schmidt out of the lineup. You're not going to take Chapman out of the lineup. I'm sorry, you just ain't. And then in the outfield, and hey, unless he goes out there and plays the outfield, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not when you have Bader and Gilbert and Jung-Hoo Lee. I don't know, man.
Mask Zorro may be oh, geez, somebody blew a muffler. Mask Zorro, I think, is a distant relative. Maybe a third cousin of Robert Rothberg. And I got to ask you this, Eric, again, because you were there today, so you got a different perspective than us. 10 runs, excellent. But again, was it really, I asked you this earlier, Eric, when you were breaking it down. Was it really a 10-run effort from the Giants? Did they play a factor?
Look,
was the game closer than
I'll
that?
say,
and really, one day of 10-run baseball, does that mean we're back?
no, it's great. Look, come on, man. It's a good game. The Giants have done this before. Where they scored a bunch of runs and then they come out the next day and then they have a stinker. So I want consistency. It's a great win. We want to see him win. We want to see series because you're going to have to win series. But the problem is you're not going to get to 500 by hitting a bunch of runs in one game. This is a slow, methodical approach that you have to take to get back at least to 500. Look, this may take until the middle of June.
May take till 27,
right?
June
Right.
27.
Look, if everything goes right, it may take until the middle of June just to get to 500, which is fine because now you got July, you got August, you got September. So but you got to get at least to 500, man.
I don't think
it's going to be now that 8-run cricket number on the 8th inning. Look at the 8 runs in the 8th inning. I'm not going to. I don't think the wind had anything. I'm telling you that Bader shot that would have gone whether the wind was blowing or not, because that thing he put. I'm telling you, it was a line. It wasn't one that went high in the air. It was one of them line drive shots. He put a charge on. He went opposite field on that too. So. Yeah. No, I don't think the wind helped Arraez. No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. It helped Arraez. But
look at this.
It was nice to see.
They're wild. You're not a real Giants fan. Take that ad off, boy. And then there's another one here. Look at this. You got Mazzuro again. These guys are not real Giants fans.
Oh, come on.
You know what? If that's what you want, if you want to see Lou in a pink tutu with his pom-poms, go, hey, we won 10-1, then you stick around because that might be entertainment. But it's real baseball talk. Giants Sports 5 is not us here blowing smoke up the ass. It's telling it like it is. And when people say we're back, but we're only 7 games under 500.
No, look.
That's not back.
That's not bad. Look, you're gonna look if you go out, man. If you go out there and you win 3 or 4 series in a row, okay, you're back. Even if
you're creeping.
You're back in the sense that you're taking care of business. Okay, you're not back as far as look. There's different. Let's just do this. There's a you're back if you're in the playoff hunt, which the Giants
winning every day is back,
right?
Yeah.
You're back Also, if you're winning series, if you're out there, say in over a 10 series stretch, if you win 7 of 3 series or even 6 of 4, okay, to a certain extent, you're back. Okay. But just because you go out there and you win 2 games, because we've already seen this before. We saw it against the Dodgers. Everybody thought that the Giants were back during the Dodgers, and then they had 2 clunker of a games in LA, and then another clunker in that first game against the Athletics. So you got to have a little bit of perspective. Yes, it's great. Yes, this is the direction we want to see them take. But I'm not going to sit there and go, "Yep, we're heading to the promised land." We're just not there yet. Not yet. I like what I see, but there's still some other things that need to be done before.
And
I can
Liam brings up a great thing. You got to put a good month together. We're 7-9 in the month. I just want you guys to reality.
Yeah, we're under 500.
7-9 this month off 2 wins. So it's, I think what the Giants got to start doing beside winning series, have a winning month. It's amazing. If you can have a winning month and you're 2 over, and then the next month you strive and you're 2 over. Now you're only 3 games below 500.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong here, Eric. I know the season's young and we should know this, but do we not have a 3-game win streak?
Yeah. Well, no, 2-game win streak.
I thought we won 3 in a row.
No, we lost the first game to the Athletics. Game 1. We had a bunch of hits, but we lost.
You're telling me this season we've only had back-to-back wins?
Well, I think the most we've ever had. Did we have a 3-game or a 4-game?
3-gamer.
I think we might have had a 4-gamer in there, maybe. I can't remember. Did we win 3 or 4? I definitely know we've won 3 in a row at one time, but I don't know if we've.
That's what I thought. 3 games. Guys in the chat, do you know if we
3-game wins, no 4-game win series the whole season, but we've had 3 3-game series.
You know what really put the Giants?
You cannot come into the chat. You cannot be a real Giants fan if you don't recognize the fact that a 3-game win streak a month and a half into the season, that ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
That ain't cutting it.
Yeah. And look, and if you think about it, Liam, he talks about, look, the last 3 series, Giants won the Pittsburgh series, Giants split the Dodger series, and now the Giants have won the A series. Now, if you can win the Arizona series, okay, we're doing well. You split 1 and you've won 3. That's good. And that's all you can ask, right? And you know what sucks too? Gosh, I know it's kind of going back in time. If they had a 500 road trip on that blast road against Philly and Tampa Bay, we'd be talking a whole different thing. Instead of being 7 back, the Giants would only be maybe 4 back. And it'd feel different. It's different when you're only 4 back compared to when you're 7. And it sucks because that really that 0-6.
Yeah, it's
We're
tough.
Still feeling that, man.
It's tough to go back, and I will never do this. You can't go back on a
No,
schedule.
you can't.
Can't go back in the schedule and say that was a tough road trip. Remember the night we were there, Eric, and remember Bailey hit a home run that won the game for it? Well, you got to take the good with the bad because is that going to happen every day? Well, obviously, it ain't going to happen anymore.
I'm just saying that series absolutely crushed the Giants, and that's why they're going to have to work that much harder.
It's their own fault, though, Eric. It's their own fault.
It is, no doubt about it. Absolutely, 100%.
And it appears to be. Maybe somebody brought up. Was it one of you guys or the chat? Somebody mentioned. The name, it was Lou, Zach Manasian. I think he's over in the corner chuckling, snickering. He goes, I'm safe here because there's always Buster will always, he may not get fired, may not go down that way, but he's always going to be the scapegoat to Manasian. Nobody thinks of him. It's Buster's team. So I wonder who's really pulling the strings. Maybe Lou's onto something there. But I think Manasian's over there going, I've got like the Iron Dome here. And I'm just like, I'm well protected under Buster Posey because he's the first guy, when there's a barrage, Eric, he's taking the artillery fire the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think Lou's onto something.
Dilated says, but when we win, we're not upset. No. I'll tell you what we're upset about. Dilated is saying that the Giants are back. Right? I think that's open for debate. Today was a good win. We all said it, 100% good win, and we need more of it. I'm just saying I'm not going to go out there and say, hey, yeah, the Giants are they're quote unquote back. If they keep winning some series here, then I will start feeling. Then I could start saying, hey, yeah, the Giants are putting something together here, and this we may be going here somewhere. But right now, I want to see more. Again, we've seen it. We've kind of been fooled a little bit, and I want them to keep this momentum going. And we got guys coming out. Devers is hitting better. Adames is hitting better. Chapman had 2 good, decent games back to back, and Hauser didn't. He didn't screw it up, and he went 6 innings. So, hey. I'll take the positives where I can, but let's see what happens.
Is a newcomer, SEPTA? Moratorium on discussions, and we're back. That's a good point.
What's up? That's good. SEPTA, that's a great play. By the way, welcome to the fraternity we call Giant Sports Talk Live. But hey, let's do this. I haven't even done it. We've done all this talk yet. Let's do tail of the tape. Let's get this done.
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Got him.
All right, there's the final. Hey, Audie is asking, is anyone going to – are you – Glenn, I don't think you're not going to be at the you won't be at the White Sox game, right? Would you be at the White Sox game, Lou?
Is that which game? Friday, Saturday, or Sunday?
Friday.
No, I might be Saturday.
I'm in Toronto.
There you go.
Toronto.
Yep. Yeah, no, none of us will be at the ballpark on Friday there, Eddie. I mean, I'm guessing Audie is probably going to the game.
We knew he was going to. We knew he had tickets. So.
Hey, what's up? Here we go. 10-1. The Giants over the Athletics. Giants are now 10-27. But if you look at this, I mean, look at this record. The Giants are only 4 games behind the Athletics. That's it. In the loss column, we are just 4 games behind the Athletics. And you know what the Athletics do? Or where the Athletics are? They are leading the AL West. That just goes to tell you, I mean, the league right now is just weird. The league is just weird right now. But again, 10-1 to Giants. Giants scored 10 runs on 12 hits, no errors. Athletics only 1 run on 5 hits. Like they only got 5 hits on 3 errors. They kicked that ball all over the damn place. Hauser gets the win. Springs gets the loss. And here we go. Bader with 1 hit and also 1 walk. Those 4 RBIs came from that big grand slam in the 8th inning. Arraez,
there's your all-star.
Dude, he's an all-star. All-star, Gold Glover, you name it, man. That's what this guy is trending right now. That's what they look at that 328 with an 808 OPS. Remember, man. This guy, yeah, he bats 300. He bats 300. He bats 300, but he doesn't have much
defense. He can't even hit. He can't hit. Fuck, come on, man.
He's got the 3rd highest OPS on the team. Well, Haas I don't count, but that's crazy. Schmidt had another 2-hit game, nice, with a run scored. Devers had a big hit. It says 1 RBI, but 2 runs scored, so I don't understand why it must have been because of an error. Adames had a nice hit today, and also 2 runs scored. Susak had a hit today. Chapman 2 hits today. There were 2 doubles, and he drew a walk. They intentionally walked Matt Chapman. They intentionally walked Matt Chapman in that 8th inning, and he wound up coming around and scoring. How about that on that grand slam? Gilbert was 0 for 5. Haas was 0 for 2. And Jung-Hoo Lee had a nice hit. He came in as a defense. Well, he actually had a couple at-bats, but he came in for a defensive replacement when Haas's turn came up to bat. I think it was in the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. They brought Lee back into the game for defense, but he was able to get 2 at-bats because they hit around in the 8th, man. I think they almost hit around in the 8th, and yeah, so that he got 2
Susak there, Eric. The 1 for 4 day, but an RBI.
Yeah, RBI and a walk
to go along with the case. So he walked, kind of canceled that out. So he had a nice RBI, and I called it, Eric, and I've said it about baseball in general that you can't go setting lineups and and basically canceling out that spot in the lineup, the catcher's position.
Yeah,
your catcher has got to produce, and other than Bailey, you got to admit. Rodriguez and obviously Susak when his moment has risen, and Haas for that matter, a couple of home runs last week. So I think the catching position is in a much better
I agree.
and
Yes.
future than it was a week ago.
Yes. I like where the catching is. Bailey, he finally got his first hit in Cleveland today. Finally got his first hit.
Yeah, if your catchers give you a couple of RBIs here and there, that's bonus, Eric. But we weren't getting anything out of Bailey. It was time to move on, and I'm glad
It was. It was. 100%.
And they're going to find out the hard way, aren't they? In Cleveland,
They are going to. I mean, Ibrahim was telling me he was following some of the Guardians' Twitter, and they're like, "Who is this guy? He sucks." You remember how they were all excited? We got Bailey. Yeah. Right.
Well, we trade him to Cleveland, but he's no rock and roller, is he, Eric? No rock and roller there.
Hey, Eric, can I just say something about that? First of all, that's because war is crap. War means absolutely nothing. Yeah. Okay, so let's forget that. But I thought this week, probably the most important part of the whole season has been Adames coming through, multiple 2-out hits. If the Giants are going to go anywhere,
it needs to be him.
Chapman today, he got that lucky one last night where the guy just said, here, hit it on the thing. He was 1 for 5. Chapman needs to do more, but Adames has had a solid week. And for a guy that was batting below 200, it takes a lot to bat 233. He was like a $194. So I got to commend him. So at least he's hitting the ball, and he does have, I think he had this week 6 RBIs, which was more than he almost did the whole season. So I think he's really a big key because obviously we know about Arraez. We obviously know about Schmidt. Devers seems to be coming out. I think Devers gets another hit. So there's like 10 out of 12 games he's gotten a hit.
Yes.
Which I think is key. We finally got the catcher spot. I think it's just important because I was listening to the Giants pregame show. You cannot look ahead of who we're playing because Alex says, well, now that we played our toughest part of the schedule, the Giants should get pretty healthy. And it was like, wait a minute, we haven't been playing but good at home. I know, but, you cannot look ahead who you're playing. This is the major leagues. I think if you're going to say anything is look who's playing the Giants because they're seeing the same thing, So I just think we got to really relax. But I wanted to point out Adames, huge week because, if you look at the averages, he's 234 now.
Yeah.
He was just 192 the beginning of the week. So I got to give him credit. And I'll get back to you while we go over that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a great observation.
Okay.
Same thing with Devers. Devers was down to like the 210, and he's now up to 246, and his OPS is starting to come up. And again, these guys are starting to hit. And here's the thing. It takes time. You just don't – when you want numbers to come up, yes, they're going to suck for a while, but if you keep doing it, the numbers come up. Even though the numbers look bad, they keep climbing. The problem is you just can't have one game and all of a sudden it's good to go. It's going to take a series of games before you start getting back to where you want to be. And I like what you said, man. Adames, look, Devers, Adames, and a Chapman, those guys are going to have to produce if the Giants are going to go anywhere. They have to. They have to, man. And if they don't, it's going to be tough going. And that's why the Giants had a tough going in April because those guys just weren't doing anything. Hauser, 6 innings, only 4 hits. There's the 5 walks. 3 of them came to 1 Nick Kurtz, which I thought was smart. And only 3 strikeouts. But look, only allowed 1 run. So that was nice. Hinches, man, his inning of work was fantastic. Came in and struck out 2. One of them, he struck out Nick Kurtz.
Yeah.
That was huge. Wynn came in for an inning, had a strikeout and a hit, and then Peguero came in throwing 101 miles an hour. There's kids behind us. They were losing their mind. Oh my God, he hit 101 miles an hour. So there's the little kids that were pretty stoked about seeing that Joel come out there throwing gas. And look, the bullpen came through. 3 innings of work, only 1 hit, no runs, and then of course Hauser was able to go fairly deep into the game. And that's something the Giants haven't been doing at all. The Giants, the pitching has been, maybe you get into 5, maybe 5 2/3, but geez, man, you need, if you want to go anywhere, your starters are going to have to pick up the pace a little bit here as far as innings pitched.
Oh, let's have a margarita.
Eric, you bring up a great point. Our 5th starter and a minor leaguer have been our two guys that have been going the most. We need guys like Ray, Webb. These other guys got to go at least 5. When they only go 4, it's a different game.
I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to go to commercial, but
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys. Let me preface this while the movie plays. Should Trevor McDonald be in the rotation? Should Trevor McDonald be in the rotation? All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Our proud sponsors, Tommy's Mexican Restaurant over there on Geary. Good times, man. Home of the world famous Tommy Margarita, and of course, fantastic food and great people. So there we go. All right. So I think a lot of people are like the idea of having T-Mac. T-Mac should be in the rotation. Glenn, what do you think? Think he should be in the rotation?
Nothing to really comment about there, Eric. That's a gimme for me. Do bears poop? Do bears poop in the woods, Eric?
I agree. I'm with you, Lou.
The question is, when Webb comes back, will he be in the rotation? I think that's more of the question.
I'll tell you what. Right now, I mean, just going by recency bias, Malley has not really impressed me, and maybe throw him in the bullpen. You only got him for 1 year. Look, Hauser is here for 2 years. And Hauser looks like he's doing a little bit of something. But Malley has not really been impressive. And why not put him in a bullpen? And then maybe his stuff will be better. Because, when you're a starter, it's hard to go out there and throw 95 for 5 or 6 innings. If he comes out of the bullpen, maybe he could amp it up because his fastball sits around 92. Maybe he could get it up to 95, somewhere around there. I don't know. But, hey, I would move maybe one of those guys to the rotation or to the bullpen, and then it frees up that spot. Because how do you not keep Trevor McDonald on it? The way he pitches, man.
Yeah, but it's the Giants, Eric. You know that this is a Giants team. I said it the other night. Something along the lines of this: the Giants will never admit they made the mistake. Well, we signed these guys. So we got to roll with them. You know what? Sometimes you just got to, and you talked about it the other day, Eric. You at least have respect for the guy who'll come out and go, I blew it. I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Then you can move on. And until the Giants recognize their mistakes, they continue to spin their wheels. They sign these guys, and then there's almost like this love affair, Lou calls it, that, we can't part with these guys. So, Eric, sometimes you just gotta baseball, being a general manager, a player baseball operations guy. Eric, you're not gonna get Christmas cards from everybody. It's a tough job. Sometimes you're not the nicest guy. You got to make tough decisions, Eric. And until Buster Posey and the front office make the tough decisions, I don't think they're doing the job right yet.
Yeah.
Don't all jump.
You want me to talk?
He was Juan. Hey, Juan, I didn't know you were at the game. I just got his movie. I don't know if I want to play that one. Come on, dude.
Any music in it?
Playing. Oh my God. No, there's no music. It's the outfielder celebration at the end of the game. Come on.
Again, why are we still talking about this? I thought they resolved the problem with the Giants celebration. Is it that hard? Or is it because you had a new?
It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad, but my God. You know what I don't like about it? I'm going to get on my high horse a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
You got kids watching this, right? You got kids watching baseball, and you want to have to explain to you, little Johnny, who's 8 years old, hey, what are those guys doing out there in the center field when they win? Well, little Johnny, I mean, that's not right. I'm sorry.
Don't underestimate. It's 2026. Don't underestimate the kids, Eric.
But
I
I'm
know
just
where you're
saying,
going.
right?
I agree.
Come on, man. Let's be a little bit more This isn't college, right? Where the fan base is going to be more adult. But when you're in the big leagues, come on, man.
There it is. Drew Gilbert. Yeah.
Yeah, Drew Gilbert did it last time. He did it last time, man. Golly, but anyways, let's go back to Trevor McDonald. So Lou,
Eric,
yeah.
Here's the other thing, Eric, is we have 4 lefties in the bullpen. I think we could probably use another right-hand arm. That
I agree.
We're not thinking of. I mean, why we have 4? I know you asked that question and nobody could answer. It's 24 hours later. So, why not? Why not give him a role where maybe he could be more productive?
Yeah.
It's one of those things you got to keep trying. You have this guy, you paid him a lot of money. As a starter, he's not working out. So you go, okay, what's the next plan? And you bring up a good point. When you go in 5, you're mentally, you're ready to go 100 pitches. When you come in relief 1, you don't care. Get your 2 best pitches and you throw as hard as you can for as long as you can. Then we get you out of there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his problem.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's, hey, is it possible? Maybe the reason why they have 4 relievers is maybe they trade one of them. Maybe possible. I mean, why would you have that many? I mean,
I'm just concerned though, Eric, the way it is right now. What are you going to trade for? If we're piecing together a lineup with catchers in the outfield and,
it'd just be prospect. It'd be some prospect somewhere. That's
right.
All it would be.
So what is that going to do to the fan base then? What are we going to do? We're going to face this chat then every night, Eric. And I've said, just, enjoy the run. We're going to win. We're going to lose because come trade deadline, this team is going to drop like a Led Zeppelin. We're going down, Eric. So enjoy it enjoy the run to 500 because at the end of the year, hey, by the way, Eric, want to go back to the start of the preseason, or I guess it was mid preseason. All right. We brought this up on the show.
Yep.
That was my call. And we saved that. Breaking news. This just in. The Giants to win 74 games. And everybody, you're a nut job. Well, I'm a bit of a crazy nut job most days. But, Eric, I call it, man. That is exactly what we're on pace for. If that.
Yeah, Chris Rose was on the radio before Marty came on. And he thought that the Giants are probably a 500 team. He's like, if they excel, they could get up to 85, 86 win. 85, 86 wins.
Are you serious?
But he's got a window. He says they could be as bad as 74, 75. They could be as high as 85, 86.
Oh, yeah. So he didn't throw himself onto the, Eric, come on. Come on, Eric. Yeah, they could win 70 or they could win 90. That's not really putting yourself out there, Eric.
Yeah, I hear you.
Come on, man. That is
just going by what Chris Rose said.
Chris. Yeah, Chris.
But he thinks they're a 500 team. He thinks I think what he was trying to say is they could be as high as that. But he says they're a 500 team.
I think in theory, that's a good name for it. It's just a 500 team, Eric. They're not competitive. It's just a 500. You're going to win one, you're going to lose one. You're going to win 3, you're going to lose 3.
The problem with the 6-man rotation is that means you got to take one of those guys out of the bullpen. That's the problem. All right. If you want to go 6-man, I get it, but that means that's one less guy in the bullpen that you can go to. So it's
any word yet on how long is the coffee table with 2 legs going to be out of the lineup?
Who is that?
Ramos.
Oh, the last I heard is a handful of weeks. So I'm thinking a month. Because if you think about it, if you say he's out 3 weeks, he's probably going to have at least a week of a rehab.
Oh, jeez.
And then it'll be, it's not good. That could be a problem. And that's something I think some of the chat, I don't know if you guys realize, Ramos has been one of the better bats in the lineup, and the Giants are going to miss him. And so that means other guys are going to have to pick up. That's something you have to keep in consideration.
The fans be like this, Eric. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
There's Eric there. There's Eric.
Yeah.
There's Eric in the background. We lost a 6-game trip, but I'm proud of my team.
Actually, no, that was before. This is when we were beating the Dodgers.
Yeah.
That's when we beat the Dodgers, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
And then you got the embarrassed faceless fan there. There you go. That jersey.
That's when
your favorite reliever was coming in.
Yes, that's when Walker. That was the game he actually was good. That was the game he was actually good. Right? Remember
in the history book? Remember, son, that one game? That was the game he was good.
He was good. After that, he was ass. It was just horrible, man.
Well, you don't like Walker or something, Eric?
Who wanted the poo-poo platter?
Come on, man.
Or hey,
I don't think will we ever see him again? That's the question.
You know, I'll tell you, this is what it felt like. This is what it felt like when Walker came in the game.
Fire it.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
Okay. She failed. Ha ha.
Ruby, you all right?
Get her up. Get her up.
That's what it felt like.
Get her up. She's sitting up.
Boy, good-looking crowd there. Good-looking crowd.
That'll be the Giants. That'll be the Giants when the Valkyries are playing down the street, Lou, on a Tuesday night.
Oh,
I can't believe it. If you missed it last week, breaking news. I even got Lou watching the WNB. Lou's texting me, "Are you watching the fourth quarter? What a game we got going here." I'm like, "Oh, Lou, into the W now. I love it. Way to go, Lou." Lou puts a bet on something. Nice. He's going to watch everything.
Hey, it's Henry for Tommy's, and we are so glad to have Giant Sports Talk Live as far as Tommy's family. We're so proud to be their major sponsor, and hey, please come to have a cocktail with us and go Giants.
Giants.
There's Enrique.
Go Giants.
There's Enrique. Man, that guy's awesome.
I'm going through the old archives here, Eric. I know we haven't played this in a long time, but this was sort of what we saw today.
Oh my God. Oh my, he didn't even hit the ball. He hit the tee and he went out. Oh my God.
I love the kids lose their minds when they.
They're going to run out of there like, "Will you please take the kid home? We only got so many wiffle balls left."
Yeah, I know, right?
He was putting them in the bay.
Yeah, that was awesome. That
Poor
was
kid, though, Lou. We're going to be playing that. The kid will be in college and we'll still be.
Oh my God.
Because he's not that age anymore.
No, he's not.
He'll be calling the show. "Eric, will you please put that away?"
Stop.
And I see, other than Giants, other people can hit the ball out of the ballpark at Oracle.
There you go.
Nice.
What do we got coming up tomorrow, Eric? Let's
tomorrow. What is it? Game 1 between Giants and the Diamondbacks. Who's going for the Diamondbacks? I know Robbie Ray is going for the Giants. Need him, man. Come on, man. His last outing wasn't all the greatest, so it's Gallon. Thank you, Rebuild. Gallon versus Ray.
Arizona's 22-23. The Giants 20, obviously, and 27.
Diamondbacks ain't that good, man.
That game is get to see what they do on the road in this trip, Eric, because they're going to go into a dome tomorrow, aren't they? Arizona.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they'll close it up. I don't know how hot. I'm pretty sure it's going to be hot in Phoenix.
Well, it's going to be a sunny day, but it's going to be just under a shade, a tick under 100 degrees.
Yeah, they'll be closing the roof. It'll be air conditioning. It'll be on.
With the dome in play, see what kind of bats they bring.
And here's another thing. I talked about it yesterday. That outfield in Arizona is huge. So Bader is going to be okay in center field. Jung-Hoo Lee will be okay on right. I'm guessing it's going to be Gilbert in left. It's got to be Gilbert in left. Right? It's got to be Gilbert in left. And here's going to be the $64,000 question. Who is going to be in the lineup tomorrow? Is it going to be Casey Schmidt? Or is it going to be Bryce Eldridge as your DH? That's going to be the the one to look for. That's what I think.
Well, isn't let's see. Isn't who'd you say is pitching tomorrow? Let me look.
Gallen.
Zach Gallen tomorrow?
Yep.
So he's a righty. So you think they would get Eldridge into the lineup?
I would think so.
If they don't play Eldridge tomorrow, it's time to buy in the one-way ticket back for the summer, Eric.
Maybe he's not even going on the trip. Maybe he's staying in Sacramento.
Hey, that's a great point, and that's what I'm going to be looking at here on Twitter. I'd be keeping an eye on Twitter just to see what's going on. Because who knows? Because he's just not playing, man. He just isn't.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I heard the cuckoo.
Yeah, it's that time. Let's get the hell out of here. Good show, man.
Eric, way to bring home the win. Way to bring home the win.
Woo! Hey, 2-0, baby. 2-0. 2-0. Going to Giants games. Maybe I need to go a few more. We'll see what happens. But hey, anyways, recap. Giants win big today, 10-1 against the A's. I'll take that series win. Hey, Wasteland Studios.
Oh, there you go.
$5. Adames so sloppy with the glove. Nah, he was good today, dude. Today he was good. Chapman also needs to step up. I'm not a Bader fan either. I'm just something else. Okay, hold on. Let's first off, before we get out of here, Bader, let's not forget the guy was injured when he started the season. Now he's healthy, and now we're seeing he's hit 3 home runs over in the last week. He hit a home run in Dodger Stadium. He hit 2 home runs in Sacramento. Maybe not. I don't know.
Favorable ballpark, so I'm not getting carried away, Eric. Calm down. You recency bias. Come on.
But he also did it in Dodger Stadium. That was not easy to do that in Dodger Stadium, and he's been connecting with the ball.
You ever watch the way he plays the ball out in the outfield? I've said this before, Eric. When he runs and catches the ball, he's very, very flamboyant with the way he plays.
Yeah, he is, dude. He gets after the ball
like a ballet when he catches the ball. He's like, woo.
Adames' glove is better. He's not bad. He's okay. Chapman needs to step up, yes. And don't worry about Bader right now. Let's see. We got worse. Before we start picking on Bader, let's make sure our big guys like Chapman, Adames, and Devers, right?
Yeah, bigger fish to fry too. Let's get the outfield. Get left field sorted out in the next week.
Yeah, exactly. All right, it's going to be Wednesday.
In a long term, it's a 10-day. He's on the 10-day right now, Eric.
Yeah.
So you're looking a little over a week before they even talk about that. If he goes even longer, he's got things to look at, man. Come on.
He's going longer. Hey, Joe, our buddy in Brownsville, Texas. SpaceX launching on Wednesday. That's the plan. Nice. If you guys
see if they can launch it tomorrow at the ballpark. Let's see.
Yeah, I like that. That. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's go get another series win. Come on. Let's go get another series win. We'll be trending in the right direction. How about that? Is that better? Does that sound a little bit more suitable rather than saying we're back? We're trending in the right direction.
Are you not?
Guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. It's an early evening, so go, guys. Have a nice night. Those of you in the Central Valley, hunker down. The wind is like just nuts, and it's supposed to go all the way until this time tomorrow. So the wind is absolutely ridiculous. So guys, be careful out there.
And Lou, you and I are going to recap it tomorrow morning at 8. We're going to tee up the game. We'll take a look around Major League Baseball, what has happened this weekend, how the new week shapes up. Looking forward to, well, I'm not looking forward to getting up at 8 o'clock or 7:30 in the morning to do that, but I'm looking forward to seeing your bubbly face tomorrow at 8 a.m. right here in Giant Sports Talk Live, buddy.
Right on, guys. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow night. Guys, be good. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.